That's right. Yeah. All of you niggas be funny to me. Ever something that you need to take, I'ma tell you that every a couple of C's. Jump on the porch and I jumped in the streets. Shouldn't be hard like I come on a beat. You better look and just watch when I pull on the block, and I bet your girl coming with me. I'm turning nothing to something, I'm always in something. You niggas is nothing to me. Turn to a stepper because I'm electric, and plus I'm elected, so fuck the elite. Fuck 1,000, I'm a couple of G's. You can bet that God is up on my team. Solo with the baller, man. You can bet your bottom dollar on my obvious me. Yeah, got a flag going once, going twice, and I got all you niggas is seeing a 3. I had to roll your go, had to let go that hoe cause she wasn't believing in me. Gotta look out for my dollar, so I got the product, you know I'm gon' be in the streets. I'm sipping Peter Colada, I put on my tongue, but trust it ain't even that sweet. I'm in a trap with the demons to be. This is no cabbage, I mean what I mean. You better learn how to be by yourself when you don't need no help before being a team. Look at my nigga, you don't have to worry. You don't got LeBron and you don't have a Curry. And you gotta watch the niggas on the bench like a plane cause they don't got a jersey. No, they ain't worthy. Now ain't that a son of a bitch? Gotta put one in the trigger and go shoot a nigga and go take a couple of trips. I give a fuck about your sexual preferences, none of you niggas fucking with this. I had to build in my mind from this building of mine, you know that I come from the bricks. Flying boss bitch. Yeah. All of you niggas be funny to me. Ever something that you need to take, I'ma tell you that every a couple of C's. Jump off the porch and I jumped in the streets. Shouldn't be hard like I come on a beat. You better look and just watch when I pull on the block, and I bet your girl coming with me. I'm turning nothing to something, I'm always in something. You niggas is nothing to me. Turn to a stepper because I'm electric, and plus I'm elected, so fuck the elite. Fuck 1,000, I'm a couple of G's. You can bet that God is up on my team. Solo with the baller, man. You can bet your bottom dollar on my obvious me. Yeah. Where should we go? I just be fucking the various hoes. I don't be sharing my energy with anybody. Make sure that it's spiritual though. Let it be acting on where it's your soul. Kundalini got them lost in the woods. Nigga, my spaceship is running so I ain't even have to pop up the hood. All you people praying, hope safe. Better be somewhere alone in the cave. There's a world going on outside. I don't think that it's going away. I touch a bitch ass, stores of water when I go outside. Know I'm going to bathe. Disappear, and thin air. Spirit tell me who I should be crossing the day. Yeah. Smoking on stink, shouldn't be looking so bloody and green. When I go smoke me a blunt on that toast, I got shit looking, never be coming from me. You gon' be learning that they gotta turn me away, cause it's always enough that I seen. Either with rose colored glasses on, delusions gon' keep on just running your dreams. Fuck what it mean, yeah. All of you niggas be funny to me. After something that you need to take, I'ma tell you that every a couple of C's. Jump off the porch and I jumped in the streets. Shouldn't be hard like I come on a beat. You better look at this watch when I pull on the block, and I bet your girl coming with me. I'm turning nothing to something, I'm always in something. You niggas is nothing to me. Turn to a stepper because I'm electric, and plus I'm elected, so fuck the elite. Fuck 1,000, I'm a couple of G's. You can bet that God is up on my team. Solo with the baller, man. You can bet your bottom dollar on my obvious me. Yeah.
Come back on the kayak, bitch. We'll break a piece of the world, bitch. Don't go no further than that. Get your medicine. Maybe get your tea-steam game up. Oh, further than that. I created hip-hop. We're gonna talk all about it. I created hip-hop. Y'all said on further than that. Now check it out. Everybody butt hurt. Everybody salty. Don't nobody own something. I own it. So when we started talking about landmass and stuff like that, right? It don't matter if it's just in the music industry. We talk about the movie industry also and things of that nature. So, really can nobody claim anything of that nature, because when you look back at every movie you've been in, every commercial you've been in, every name you had that you made up yourself when you was in the hood and some secret handler said, hey, I suggest this. That became your name. You know what I'm saying? That became your role. Little do you know, you cosplaying a Native American. It don't go no further than that. And I'm starting to think a lot of these individuals go through a certain class. You know how certain people in certain areas in life with certain jobs, they got to have certain class for it. Like if you're in the military, they may have a certain grappling class you go through just in case you don't have your weapon. So you only got a knife, or you have to go ahead and do guerrilla warfare. They may have a certain class for grappling for that. There may be certain, you see what I'm saying? There may be, and you want to be a librarian, there may be certain things you got to take to meet the criteria, or however the case may be. I'm starting to believe actors and actresses and rappers go through a class and a criteria where someone clearly let them know they're doing Native American shit. I think that's what's going on too. Ain't no way Beyonce did 2,000 concerts with fringes and cowboy and cowgirl hats on and things of that nature, and she don't know that she ain't doing motherfucking Native hobbyism. And then ain't no way a rapper or actor or actress or somebody sitting around seeing similar roles that they keep playing over and over again and don't get a light bulb or a feather on top of their head. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? A lot of cosplaying $5 and stuff like that. But a lot of time, like $5 all kind of ethnicity swapping. And then for the most part, they put you onto a situation where you start to realize, wait a minute, am I acting out something to please an individual? And then when you start to consider what person you're pleasing and what are you actually doing, if you ain't got no comprehension, you might think it's your talent or however the case may be. But if you got a level of knowledge and a level of history and you ain't lost in your own bias, especially if you came from a boat, like how the settlers was bringing people over here also, so you start with more of that literary history, you're still going to get the idea that you're acting out something that's not naturally you after a while, but you keep being in this same role or position to please someone else that you may lack the comprehension of. Now, if you're Native American, you start to understand this why you're not in none of the industries. And if you are, this is the main thing that you're fighting for. So this is another reason why you're not a good representation in the eyes of the industry to have your story be put out first before someone else or someone want to put up a cosplaying version of it. You know what I'm saying? So we get this whitewashed version of what we think the Native American or the Red Indian is and things of that nature. And then for the most part, when you don't know what's going on and you from other areas, you might not know you're actually making money participating in what once upon a time was demonized and what was considered demonized because we're trying to, protect our land. So when someone got other interests involved and a new way of doing society and stuff like that, right? Then for the most part, old characters get used as a form of entertainment through the eyes of someone who just want to get paid but may not necessarily know what they're doing. So this is how the industry or the entertainment industry was created in general, before you get to any of y'all other cultures trying to put things on wax or put things on movie films. The industry itself, when Europe came over here, mixed in with Native Americans and then China and stuff like that, then we created electricity in like the late 1800s or some shit like that, then the television, 1920s or something like that and things of that nature, and then you get the story being told from someone who may have a system that they're more in position of based upon money. So you have to know how to MG movie films and Lionsgate and Fox. You got to know what these things is created on in the first place before you even get on someone allowing you to be on these platforms. And you think you just getting paid because you got a talent, but you really got to do what these people want to see, or your ass won't be in that movie. Your ass won't be in that commercial. You probably won't even got scouted for if you're not acting out some quality. Your dumb ass just being indoctrinated on somebody's New York City block or California block or whatever. They put a block to replace the Native Americans that was there, and it was millions of us here. So think about it like a war, and if the people here lost the war, you're witnessing people who are casualty or prisoners of war. Prisoners may be a lot of people who are civilized. Casualty may be a lot of people who are uncivilized due to the practices of how the war was initiated on us and how we had to come together to fight over the actual land, not who created a bank first, not who created a scientific method over here first. No, the land and the resources that people had to come and take to build it. To build what y'all fighting over already being in a luxury foreigner. You know what I'm saying? So understand that too before we get any further, before someone want to be like, well, I was in the Bronx and I did a cartwheel on a cardboard box. Okay, the Bronx had to be built after Native Americans got killed there, and then whatever rapper you think you are, you ain't really you. Someone allowing you to be something because they're getting a kick out of you reminding them of a Native American, and they think you might be one of them spirits inside of it, just lost in a mixed race or something at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Same way how they be losing themselves, but they be writing it down to figure out where they at. So for the most part, they know how to write books and keep track of they dead ops. The white man know all his dead ops. You need to know that. We are the same people. So sometimes you don't know yourself, and that was a practice. And then for the most part, you can still be you in today's time and have somebody even controlling you like a what voodoo doll. Good segue to the live stream. Good segue. God, that good segue. We're gonna talk about you motherfucking puppets today. We gonna talk about you motherfucking puppets today. Oh, it's that real shit. So you can understand what's going on before you even get to opening up your mouth and saying something on wax with the English language. First, men was involved to establish a language first. So before you even get there, understand what English is. English is something like a Jew, but they ain't really a Jew, so they Jewish. Yo, that's like English. It's something like what people were speaking in England. Spangler, French, Dutch, and stuff. But when they came to the Americanas, with that term Americanas, we had to learn how to understand each other. So it's almost giving the name of your enemy or your friend or your brother or your sister, and you take that name, and that's how we're building a language. So this is why all the cities and states is a mixture of Native American languages and goddammit people who come from England. So now we got this something like England, because they took over based upon winning the war. So we got this something like England, and now we get English. You know what I'm saying? But if you somewhere talking about you some foundational creating something, and that's your first thing, that's your first lingo, you are foundational Australian. Now, I'm not talking about ethnicity, so don't think I'm talking about certain people in FBA. No, I'm just talking about anybody that claim, we built this, I did this, no matter what ethnicity you is. And you start with English, and then English that wasn't native here, and then English is an encapsulation of people making what? Settlements. Do you know what that word means? Settlement. Do you know what comes with a settlement and where people settling and have to understand the people that's already there, especially if they're more in numbers. So, you know, it was more in numbers of Native Americans here than goddamn settlers as they start to lap up. So you got to understand the starting point before y'all think white man whitewash history and somehow created some situation where they got control over everybody who got their own mouthpiece full, you know, native languages to still even be here, culture for to still be here. You know what I'm saying? Because we was establishing a one world language already. We was already writing it down. You know what I'm saying? All the way from, and the settlers know that they be losing their own history and stuff like that. For an example, right? I'm East Coast, but my grandmother and my mother is from goddammit South Carolina. So for the most part, this takes us into where settlers first was coming and separating and spreading people out and making us go elsewhere, like to Ohio and other type of shit, and even the mixing it into the middle of that too and stuff like that. So here's where you get a grandfather or a medicine man or something like that substantiating something. Now it's a matriarchy or a patriarchy slightly, right? So you have to look at it like this. If I'm a man and I have a child, right, I can either fully have the child or fully leave the child with the female and it become part of that tribe that she know how to organize, and I go create that same situation. So this is how they make y'all think it's totally matriarchy, but no, it's a slight patriarchy blended in with matriarchy. It ain't nothing that they confusing y'all with. So you need to understand, because I'm trying to help you understand something real quick. Right? How we had our own language too, and it was all get ready to, but it's just when the settlers come and we didn't fully get a chance to, because we did do it, but when they start to scatter us, this is where it gets mixy. And then you think it was 500 different languages. No, it's just different settlements with people coming in, trying to blend in with us and mixing stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So for the most part, because everybody will really be speaking a form of Sioux in some way, shape, or form. Not just how we got Lenape and with the Iroquois and all that stuff like that, and the Alakoy. Now, it would have been all, that's just languages that was made to communicate strictly with settlers. You know what I'm saying? When it start east and that align, when we create a band on the East Coast rivers all the way down to Florida, that's a band. You don't when we're bargaining and exchanging, you don't have to travel far. It's just one, go to this village, this village, this village. So no one going far unless you're marrying each other in. And it could be like within 6 months, you end up on the whole side of the other country in America, but it didn't seem that way. You know what I'm saying? So this is how we're traveling and communicating in oral tradition. We're all, it's one big household. This is how we look at it. So you got to understand what's going on. Now, for the most part, here's the thing. Once we was getting spread out and having this type of situation, right? Even though it was mixing with the settler, we're still trying to uphold our own shit, still with little to things to write with and things of that nature. So it leaves from Dakota, then it goes into Nakota. Then once it leaves from Nakota, then it goes to Lakota. So you're just getting you're getting what we're all trying to create together. Once you start getting all this other shit, like Shawnee and all this other stuff, we all was speaking the same thing, and we have more body language, and we know how to leave out certain consonants, and certain consonants represent, if you say that with that dialect, it's because that represents your tribe. We understand that, not how the settlers looked at it like, oh, they're having different languages. No, we coming up with symbolism that when we say certain things, we having to understand and where you're from. Oh, you're saying that based upon, okay, that's your dialect, the way the sunlight hit on your geography. Wherever the sunlight hit is motherfucker, the Great Spirit's kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So you're coming from that kingdom. You're that representation of that geographical location and bargain and exchange. And depending on your clothing, how many feathers, and your dialect and certain consonants you say, that lets us know what kind of tribe you have. That's the settlers didn't understand how we getting down. See what I'm saying? So when you leave from the East suit, you get from Dakota, then we get more central, you get Nakota, and then you get to the Great Plains, and then you get the Lakota, right? So the only different ain't what the white man trying to say. We understand each other. That's why you hear say walking, talking, Iroquois and stuff like that, the Haudenosaunee shooting, when they start using honey and things of that nature, they still talk about the Great Spirit, but these was things that they had to utilize because they're dealing more with Britain and French. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all having our different interaction with settlers that be in one area where they at plotting on all of us, taking all of our trade routes and shit. So the hardest people who was dealing with their land is the real stars. That's why I always taught y'all since the beginning of my channel how to become a real star. Once we got destroyed, these become covenants, cabinets, other ways to get paid, or will be no such thing as y'all driving around in Grand Cherokee, Pontiac Thunderbird, and all the other mini cars and stuff like that, right? All these satellites, whatever the case may be. So when you become a rapper, Chief Keef, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case, you're either going to be the name of the invader or be the name of the people who got invaded, Native Americans. And without you knowing it, if you're another ethnicity, you're in some type of game. Be a slave or want to make money, aka be a slave. Still another way of being a slave. So it's doing all the things they demonized that they actually put the Native Americans in hell, put us in actual fire. Thank you so much for the Cashapp, Aquarius. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So if you in New York City, 9 times out of 10, through the Bronx, Manhattan, Harlem, Queens, they got all y'all acting like the Lenape, Mohawks, a little bit of Mohican. You know what I'm saying? So there were certain actual generals and things of that nature. For an example, 6ix9ine. His name is a remix, and actually through the one dude, I forget how you actually say it, but they got him acting out chief core planner, psyop. See what I'm saying? Who else? Jay-Z. They got Jay-Z acting like a pilgrim that came over here, J-Hove, to convert. So if you in the Holy Holies, all my Native Americans know, but if you in the Holy Holies in the spiritual, you know this your land, you could see the train of thought that's always there outside of the box, in the atmosphere and in the environment, that other people in the atmosphere and the environment learned this from the Native Americans, but also figured out as a tactic to take us over and created a synthetic box of this. So it'll be a rapper from the East Coast not knowing. Thank you so much for the Cash App, Cameron Bell. I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. It'll be a rapper from the East Coast not knowing why his lawyer or his handler or his manager or her manager got them on some type of tour, but like the pattern is you go to the South, then you go take over the West Coast, then you go try to establish the Great Plains area, right? Or you see what I'm saying? And then you bring in drugs, right? It's really just an updated version of Once Upon a Time that was furs, but now they got y'all on just updated templates, same equilibrium template, different way of going about it to deal with different ethnicities of their import-export immigration concept. You see what I'm saying? Of them just owning this land now and never having the same problem that they had with the natives that they had before. Because you'll hear a lot of people say, oh, we built this world. You don't even know the history of Native America for you to even be able to say that. So you don't know how disrespectful you sound, and you actually sound more disrespectful than the white man. You say, and then you could kind of sound disrespectful to the white man too. Because then you get all these presidents and shit like that, like Henry Adams, or like all these cats like, man, wait a minute. We came up with some cold, elegant style to come over here and just buy this shit up. What y'all talking about? We brought y'all the boat. And then when y'all trying to defeat, like, go against the white man with logic, you replace the Native American and try to make it seem like the white man made up the Native American story or something like that. And it's like, what? So you be like double disrespectful. And it'd be like weird, like at times. So I'll be staying out of those at times too. But that's why I got more songs than all y'all. I didn't waste time with y'all didn't know what y'all was wasting time in. Being a watered down version white man and you just want to live next door to him. I already knew the starting point with the phenotype I'm in. Oh shit, this ain't even got nothing to do with being in no industry. Music is just for the spirit, me to come back and this, that, and the third and show others how to do this and process it yourself with mental farming. And you don't need no other ethnicity or whatever like that if this is your actual land or your culture or however the case you may be or your actual spiritual nature. You're supposed to actually build that shit yourself. And it lead into you having way more shit than everybody else, and then the situation revolves around it. That's the only way you know how to create a tribe, a village, anything. There ain't no other way. That goes for all things: business, entertainment, education, religion, and politics, language, and your God, Great Spirit, giving that to y'all. There is no other way to go about it. So y'all can use my channel for another example to know what stimuli y'all are distracted in some type of way that y'all whole life go. Then when you looking back, you ain't young and agile no more to start building that back pockety energy where it counts. Now, look at the time we in right now. If I actually wanted to say I'm the best rapper alive, you can actually have some conversation about that. Because in that world, the synthetic, there's only two minds here, two worlds here. We got a lot of examples of there's more successful rappers that's trash lyrically. We got a lot of examples of money don't mean anything already and stuff like that, just how they destroyed themselves. Then all I had to do was replace everything that was a gap or a hole. So everything that was supporting that to look like it, that didn't mean what it actually was supposed to do for it to look like that. Once that crumble, just like when y'all be in y'all relationships, it ain't a spiritual shit, right? There's nothing going to sustain it for it to be a purpose. Then the only thing going to be left is the actual natural thing, not the unnatural synthetic thing. And therefore, you're going to have to create some new money around that. You got to create some new, because nothing goes around the actual atmosphere and the environment. You got to take from the tree and leaves to produce money. You got to take from the land and the dirt and create cement and blocks. You got to take from, you see what I'm saying? So you got to understand, that's always first. When you built the atmosphere and the environment, you with the holy ones. Whatever start to take a shift through any new season, that is going to be constantly. As always, the only thing constant is change. We're always going to have a spring, summer, winter, and fall. You just make sure that you always the practitioner of that. So whenever there's a new season, new money, new wave, new flight, new tension span, new attraction, new energy, guess who's gonna be the face of it? No, Sarah, shit, the world is yours. Whose world is this? Shout it out. You know I'm about to sample that mother. You know I'm about to, bitch. Sue me. No, I'm saying I'm the Sioux Indian, bitch. Sue me. Oh, fuck you. Oh, better than that. You don't own shit to sue. Guaranteed. Oh, better than that. Motherfucker. Now look, peep gang. So it don't matter where you at, especially if you in New York City. If you the Wu-Tang, you took John Gotti's side, so you run around like a bunch of Masonic bees or whatever the case may be. If you G-Unit, you took the Jewish man bucket hat side and stuff like that. So you got geometry, Kabbalatry of life, goddammit, and a little bit of Masons in that too and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, you bucket hat man, pilgrim man off top and stuff like that. Harlem diplomats, Lenape Native Americans. This shit, y'all, they just put y'all on, make y'all wear t-shirts and bandanas on y'all jeans and shit like that. The Native Americans actually was walking around like flying birds. They're like, look, they fly over there. There's some fly people. They fly. So, oh, Sarah, they gonna fly away. Let's send them to space right now. They believe in space animals. And that was it. Now y'all get to be in luxury and think y'all Harlem diplomats or something. You know what I'm saying? So if you from Harlem and you got this spirit like I like to get fresh and fly, and I do all the dope dealing and selling, that's because of the Lepe and stuff and the goddamn Iroquois. That was them. That's my family and everybody energy. That's my people's energy. We was the people in New York talking about, yeah, we got everybody from all other continents wanting our clothes. What we sell. No, I'm saying when they came over here, we acted like that too. In them longhouses, bitch. No, I'm saying you wouldn't be wearing no Timberland boots right now, bitch, if it wasn't for my people. Not you damn foreigners. So before y'all even start rapping, understand what you rapping about. White man gave that to you so you could shut the fuck up because y'all ain't want to join the military no more. Y'all mothers and sisters ain't want to be college teachers no more, and y'all got tired of getting hit with the Johnny, the water hose. No, I'm saying that, so the white man was just like, oh, I'm tired of them bitching and stuff, and we don't want the world to think we still do slavery in this way. No, I'm saying, thank you so much for the Cashapp VIS. I appreciate it for my real shit. The Iroquois was the first diplomats. Redcoat was the first diplomat. I'm saying real shit. Chief Corn Planter was the first diplomats. No, that was the first Harlem diplomats. I'm saying. Get your research game up. Get your research game up. So the government just be looking at y'all like y'all just walking around like birds we got rid of. We're going to make some money though off these other ethnicities we brought on the boat. We're going to get this Arab, this Puerto Rican, this nigga, this other one that looked like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, instead of Bandana Man Santana. His name Santana. That sound like one of them natives that they was talking babbling or something. Get them niggas a record deal. And they don't go no further than that. Guess who they assigned to? Rockefeller Records. Go further than that. White man on everything in New York, a Big Apple. And I'm the Big Apple over here. I'm the new Big Apple pie over here in American soil. I'm the new goddamn eagle over here in American soil that I always been. I'm back, baby. I'm coming for all my shit. I'm back, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. I saw that shit on. And who else? All the way to California. They got all y'all acting out as the Modout tribe. You know what I'm saying? Incan tribe, all that shit. If you in California, you wouldn't know nothing about no blood and being a Crip. If goddamn blue coats ain't come over there and established something first, and goddamn United States of Cavalry, Captain America, Hulk Hogan and them, and Flash. And, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know nothing about the Wonder Woman and them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know about nothing. Y'all got to start there first. Once you start there, then you understand, okay, this why I'm a Crip. You know what I'm saying? You just another ethnicity brought on a boat, some foreign thing, just walking out aimlessly and blind. Chicken with no head. Oh, that's it. And you somewhere thinking Easter's in goddamn rabbit's lamb. I'm saying real shit. You don't know what you doing right now. Then bloods, it don't matter what ethnicity you in, especially y'all Mexicans. Mexicans secretly be knowing though. Mexicans secretly know. They don't give a fuck about none of y'all. They like, this remind me of some of my ancestors that they try to tell us we was mixed with them natives. No, we just Spanish. We're gonna get rid of everybody. Y'all said Mexicans is hard-headed. Mexicans like hard-headed children or something like that. So y'all, I know y'all feel that energy in California. I know y'all do. You can't tell. I know actual American history. Y'all don't know shit. You just got a symbol on you. You just a rapper. You got a bandana on. You got a nice, pretty, colorful outfit on. That's it. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know you just walking around like making somebody's pockets fat that look at you like a dead op. But they don't treat you like a dead op because you don't know no better. You somebody else, another ethnicity they brought on a boat. They're like, damn, we drunked up this land dry. Ain't no more gold over here. Damn, we kept the Native Americans. We ain't gonna make them a part of shit. You know what I'm saying? This is just some foreign Hindus and Arabs and the goddamn Indians over there. You know what I'm saying? Some Eastern Indians, Asian Arab mixture. I'm saying, get everybody else there, Barbados. Let's go get the Jamaicans. Let's get the Jamaicans. I'm saying, get rid of the Africans instead of that. It. Y'all just think y'all got jobs and being good rappers and stuff like that, not knowing that shit. If you don't sound like Designer, you ain't getting no record deal. You know what I'm saying? Designer, they got him sounding like a live damn Native American. He a voodoo doll in their mind. To the Native American mind, there's only two minds on American soil. Over here to Uriel, Great Spirit Mind, it's like, that's me. Oh, my people is being put in a box. And what is this box my people is put in? It's a Super Bowl cooking. Oh, no. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to figure out how to save your people again and stuff. Then the white man like, oh shit, you about to stop me from cooking. I'm making money right now. Ain't no more gold on y'all land. You know what I'm saying? Then you just got people in the pot. This ethnicity, that ethnicity, another ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Everybody getting cooked and ate by goddamn space monsters. Real shit. I don't know what's going on. Before we can even get to you with your check you just got and you get ready to go to that expensive studio. I'm trying to get there. I'm going to get there. I'm going to get to everything y'all rap about and how it's all set up and how a lot of y'all got rid of and just became memories and on people t-shirts and stuff. Like, that's a deep thing too. A lot of y'all right now, the party, some of these people family. Some of y'all is the nieces of the goddamn Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all is the cousins of goddamn Belle Biv DeVoe and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think in your mind, it was like, you know, it was the ops. It was the ops. Because I seen the scene. I was there and I witnessed it all the way down to who the hell shot Malcolm X and shit like that. You can see even got people there like, yo, I saw it was horrible. It was that nigga. You know what I'm saying? 3 niggas went to jail. I said 3 niggas. White man cold, man. White man cold with it. White man cold with it. That's what I'm telling you. A lot of y'all need to stay out the way and shit like that. Just so y'all seen goddamn Elon Musk like, whoa, he threw his heart far right. I mean, so far right. Whoever part of that ethnicity and group of people, they in their own emotions. They don't care about your emotions. They heart ain't got nothing connected with your heart. And if you in their way, you will get destroyed and devastated. I said get eradicated. I said real shit. Y'all need to know that's the Jew ops. I said I ain't get too many traumas from that. I heard stories about it over here. I heard about how who was hitting us upside the head with swords and shit. A lot of those practice and people was admiring it over there as Nazis. It was like, hey, let's do this to Jews though. You know what I'm saying? That's the Jews ops. I ain't got nothing to do with that one. You know what I'm saying? You got my right on that one. I ain't getting data. Like I shouldn't do with that one. Y'all other ethnicities is talking shit, jumping in lines of fires. I don't know why y'all jumping in people's problems. Let these white people do what they do. No, I'm saying let them white boys do what they do. I'm saying. Let them white boys do what they do. I'm saying y'all comprehension fucked up or something. Listen, I still want my money from Brother Connor. And I'm telling them I ain't trying to fight. Look, I got new type of furs. I got music. Look, y'all should be happy. I'm demonetized, and y'all had a commercial on my video. Thank you so much for the Cashapp elephant. Hey, I appreciate that from my heart. Hey, y'all, shit. Hey, so hey, we even. I said that's it. Let's start there. Let's start at some round table again. Peace treaties. Hey, I break the arrow. Yeah, that's it. We starting there. We still got issues with Brother Connor and shit and French and shit. Oh, say y'all jumping into other shit. Hey, y'all, that's y'all then. Y'all other ethnicities, y'all don't know. Sometimes y'all might be in other energies that ain't got nothing to do with something else. And in your mind, you trying to get likes and something like that. Or your grandmother was a prostitute shaking her ass in the back of the Mediterranean. So it's a whole nother geographical curse. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn generational goddamn stimuli trauma. You got a whole nother one. You adding into an area. It ain't had nothing to do with you. That part ain't had nothing to do with you. You better chill out before a spaceship end up on top of your house. Oh, shit, real shit. All y'all talking about, yeah, my God coming back, Elon Musk evil and shit. When did you get the Jew problem? Last time I checked, man, Captain America, Pilgrim Man, Jew, his hat went off his pilgrim head, went upside down, turned into a goddamn collection plate at the church, and then in one moment turned into the Captain America Iron Shield and threw it at people, Kung Lao hat, chopped my y'all goddamn business and shit like that. Well, you just need to know when humans be in certain situations, they get their money right. It's about them and their family. Once upon a time, natives had our money right, our mind right, furs right, and shit, other people get, you know what I'm saying? Once upon a time, Jews had their money right, bugger hat right, and once upon a time, Nazis had their money, all right. We at a time right now, we looking at Nazis got their money right, Jew man going down, he was mixing with America too much, he on a lower percentage scale. Hey, let them white boys fight. That's it about that one. I'm still trying to get my money from Brother Connor. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I did a little history yesterday and shit. A little history lesson logic. Trying to be like, how the hell I'm demonetized? My music video still got a commercial on there. I swear, it went to Google right up under it, Brother Connor. That's it. So I got my own problem. Native Americans still got our own problems. I said real shit. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all better shut up. Shut up. Let him do what he do. That's a trauma for Jews. A bucket hat right there. That ain't necessary. Now, power and a sword and all. And now we talking about something else where I start, you know what I'm saying, and want to get offline for 24 hours or some shit. Now we talking about Native American stuff. Don't cut no more deers. No, I'm saying. Don't cut no more Muppet babies over here. No more talking animals over here. I like having a YouTube page. Now we talking about something over here or whatever, but ain't got nothing to do with us, baby. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with us, baby. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Shout out to Elon. I'm saying. Now, y'all need to do y'all goddamn history lessons and shit. For y'all get online, y'all jump in the line of fire, somebody else's problem. Now your whole city up in flames and shit like that. Real shit. Thanks so much for the cash up and Lee. I appreciate that from my heart. Real shit. Just like y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all just want likes right now. So I told y'all virtue signaling is at the highest level right now. Everybody can't wait to jump and dive in that demonic water. I'm saying everybody can't wait to swim in at that demonic ass swimming pool and shit like that on Devil's Playgrounds and shit. Go ahead then. Go ahead and be like, oh, my people is oppressed right now because of Elon Musk. That shit was on Elon Musk, man. They got their own thing. Everybody be having their own issues with everybody else. Y'all gotta understand that. Here you go. You come from getting hit with the holes, the holy holes and shit. Johnny. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Here you go get ready to be like, oh, yeah, because get ready to be doing with you. Y'all better shut y'all asses up. These motherfuckers in office right now. If they thinking about more of their problems at the moment, let them white boys think more about their problems at the moment. Why are you trying to shut your ass up? I said, you ain't learning. You talking about something else and mixing histories up. You taking somebody else's history, you mixing what someone else did to someone else, then mixing it with you. It's just, y'all retarded. Listen, y'all Native Americans, look, we got our own problems. We staying out of that. We trying to get that money from Britain Connor and Red Coat. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even think about nothing else. Real shit. I ain't think about nothing else. You know what I'm saying? We still think about the crown. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to get our money from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Mortal Kombat. Hey, let the mother white boys do what they do. So we don't remember no time Bucket Hat Man was on our side. Bucket Man Hat was trying to get rich. You know what I'm saying? Bucket Man Hat had their own goddamn voyages and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Now what Bucket Man Hat did with goddamn African Americans and shit, I can't speak for that too. We got a such thing called African American hobbyism in America. Shit, I see a rapper every day with a big ass chain on, big ass Cuban one at that. They done went to Puerto Rico, did deals with the Spanglers and shit, came back and said, we're going to put a big-ass Cuban chain around them, you got necks. You know what I'm saying? Shit, say, I don't know what they did to y'all and shit. Everybody got their own relationships. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to understand that. Y'all don't seem like y'all understand that. Y'all jump in a line of fires and get retarded and shit like that. Why we got wildfires. Exactly why we got wildfires. Exactly why we got wildfires. Real shit. Now look, check this out, right? So when you think about all the circumstances of every rapper, if you from the South, 9 times out of 10 they got you acting out some goddamn Native American tribe down there, especially in Florida. They got all y'all mixing as a melting pot and being some fake Seminole tribe where they was putting a whole bunch of people in one mixing pot, and we had to come together because goddamn it, the USA was in a mind state at that time, the Americans. That's when Britain, they all came together. And they was at a time where they already won. So this is getting like the 1770, but like little after parts after that, right? They start to create scenarios where they don't have to experience that same type of outburst ever again. And there was slight mistakes every now and then, which how the Seminoles was created. AKA, yeah, we could put people in boxes, but they still be around Native Americans that give them some type of spirit to rise up about something. Or something. They be tired of that shit. Y'all people stop rising up. Let us take your land, because God gave it to us, okay? Like, because that's as far as they go in their mind and shit. Why y'all just can't be nice and let us take your land? And anytime we kick your ass, why y'all don't want to act nice first? Because you kicking our ass. Kicking our ass. Well, why we supposed to act nice? You know what I'm saying? Damn, at least let us talk shit. We can't talk shit. Of course we just gonna just fucking just die there. It ain't no worth living no more. We can't even talk shit either. Not only that we got down and laid down, we got to be remixed with your religion and shit. We can't say certain things. And we got to wear M13 masks and shit like that and shut the fuck up energy. Like, damn, we can't even talk shit either. Lord Jesus Christ, at least let us have peace like that. Let's do a few ghost dances. We can't do that either. Our kneecaps got to get shut off. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Damn! So it don't even matter if you in sports. We got goddamn Colin Kaepernick. He had a whole damn kneel deGrasse program. He had everybody kneeling on the knee. White man is sitting back like, we're gonna make a little bit of money off this because we don't want people to think we still want to kill them like we did them Native Americans. Damn, we need that energy again. We're gonna make some money off that event. That event was cold. Wounded Knee Massacre event was cold. We're gonna make some money off this. Ain't no way we about to leave that in history. Let's make everybody kneel on one knee in the football world. Oh, that's it. That's as far as it went. The white man bought another way to make money. I said the first way they had to kill because the whole land was making them money. Hey, we're gonna buy that bitch and rob that whole blind. If the landmass is considered a bitch, we're gonna rob that whole blind and get rid of the father. All the men that's there. I said, then they got bored now. They're like, oh, just put everybody in a bowl. Let's call it the Super Bowl football. I said, let's do one sports team. Let's make that team lose if they're on the goddamn native side. If it's on the John Gotti side, what is it? Is it the Eagle or Kansas City Chiefs? I said, which one? I said, gonna think about it this time. I said, what we wanted to do with that land and how many Native Americans we killed that time and stuff like that. That's how many points the Eagles gonna have. I said, y'all be know this what it be about. That's what the gematria and stuff be about. That was the city, what, we killed 100 Indians right there in elegant style right there? Shit. Yeah, goddamn, the Packers is getting ready to win by 100. You know what I'm saying? That's as far as it go in their brain. Everything is rigged. Everything. You just think you a good quarterback. That's it. You just think you throwing around a turtle. You throwing around a turtle back. Native hobbyism. Y'all thought y'all was in a football stadium. That's a New York City longhouse. That's a Native American longhouse. The white man was just like, oh, shit, it's a damn shame what happened to them damn Native Americans. We're going to make some money off what they used to build. God damn. God damn. Can we have any industry? I'm the real Israelite, goddamn it. I don't go no further than that. That's what it mean to be a real Israelite, this motherfucker. Y'all rappers ain't shit. Y'all rappers got to go through me now. Oh, it's because all y'all rappers trash and shit like that. Eminem was just somebody's United States of Calvary white man hero savior program. So like Eminem is Neo, Simba of Lion King. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff like Luke Skywalker. That's all that. So you got to know, all right, so when you watch that movie, okay, Luke Skywalker, 50 Cent, Chewbacca. Then you get it now. You start getting stuff. You start getting it. And then you start being like, oh, okay, Darth Vader, red coat. You start getting it. Then you be like, oh, okay, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Kamala Harris. Then it's like, it all makes sense. Everything makes sense after that. Everything makes sense. Float down here. Don't float down. That's why we run off a whole psyop. Y'all got to look at this Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef as, oh, okay, this is some history being played out. I haven't found the direct year yet. I got to go through the 1600s now. It ain't in the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't in the 1800s. This one might be in the 1600s. And then once I seen Elon Musk do that, I'm like, oh, okay, this because I got an esoteric drawing board too. I'm like, all right, just put it right here, just right here. Because like it's a lot of stuff. That's why I like, man, if I go live on the real spiritual world, man, everybody won't see the world the same. You will see it in its natural stench. A lot of y'all probably just kill yourselves, so we can't do that. God said don't bring every fish out of the water too early and stuff. About 97, 98% of the world at the moment. But God, that's what God said. That's what the Great Spirit said. So I'm with the white man on that end. I'm with the white man on that end. And I don't need to know everything. If y'all knew every little thing, you wouldn't want to breathe no more. You'd be like, oh, I hate this piece of breath I'm getting ready to breathe. Well, and that's it. You'll get retarded. You'll get retarded. I'm telling you, you'll get retarded. I'm saying you'll get real retarded. So you got to peep game. You can't just take everybody out the thing too goddamn early though. But for the most part, you got to see what actually is there as a layer, and then how they just got y'all trickling and falling into it and stuff like that. Just like I said, if you are on the Midwest, they got you acting out all the energies, a little bit of the Great Plains, a little bit of the Mid-East, how you could say coming over here towards the East, but it's still, they call it Midwest because it's not really Midwest like it's the West Coast. It's just saying it's the middle of the Western Hemisphere. So it's the little blending before the Great Lakes go to the Great Plains area and things of that nature. And this is how we all connected. But for the most part, let me go back to my 1.2. Now, when it comes to I made that point about how the language is going to be all one and stuff like that. But even if you like an East Coast rapper, they got you on that same train of thought. And then this takes us into the Tupac, Suge Knight, P. Diddy, Biggie Smalls, East Coast, West Coast wars. That ties in with the Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef. That every beef is a particular altercation that the Europeans had with a specific Native American tribe. Now, when you get to global shit, just on this area in this country, like West Coast, East Coast, when it's a large thing that it seems like we're all forced to participate, this is a psyop that's playing out in a certain decade or in a certain century where we was all getting invaded and we was forced to come together over here as Native Americans. So you will be experiencing a John Gotti Mafia, Pilgrim Man, Masonic side versus a Native American side. Now, when you look at Death Row Records versus Bad Boy was East Coast, aka they was being controlled by the invader psyop. West Coast and the energies was the migration. Tupac got a record deal, was born in New York. His handlers, they don't know everything, but it's being passed down because we all the same people. And the elders always know the most, just like how us Native Americans and medicine men and chiefs and being saints do it, right? So oral tradition, how we do it, they write it down the way they do it. So even the ones who don't know, that's the handlers. The whole thing is set up as, okay, Tupac is lit right now. He from New York. Let's get him to the West Coast. Tupac might thought whatever he was going through was just some regular shit, because that's how they do it. See, I can't tell y'all everything. Y'all not at that game. It's a deep thing when you a father of a land. A lot of y'all not adult spirits. So like I said, some of y'all wouldn't want to live if I get real deep. But for the most part, boom. Tupac moved to the West, right? Now, it's a substantiated situation to kind of tear down what he possibly could have did to the East Coast that may stop the foreign exchange route that foreigners still and sold up and took from the Native Americans. So now they just want to keep it going for themselves. And it's just a system that's running now. And then when you come on a boat, you just think you born here, but you just after the fact. At this point, you probably a spirit in Tupac body right now. Now, boom, boom, you put Tupac down. Since Tupac, he ain't a Native American, so he not knowing what he's doing to be able to look at it. So he's already, even his fights was synthetic, a made up thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything he was going against, our people, this, that, and third, all that come from later on down the line, people who already been enslaved, never had nothing to fight against. So but that's the spirit he was in, but he's acting out a Native American template by him not being able to see it. That's his literary history also. And we know Tupac is African American. So look, but for the most part, boom. Now they got him to the West Coast. So it was the way how white man infiltrated the Iroquois tribes to control and civilize all the other tribes that may not necessarily be in high agreements of mixing when it comes to blending in cultures and even fucking. So for the most part, by Tupac learning more of the ways of the West Coast and leaving his New York ways, his handler was like, okay, he's acting like a native trying to create a tribe and not get along with
the get down to create a confederation with the Native Americans over here, the Iroquois. So, all right, let's see how far this go, or whatever the case may be. So now they got Tupac playing out an old template of the West Coast Lakota Native Americans going against mixing and putting in their mind trying to make all natives go against each other, like the Iroquois was fully for it, when a lot of times Iroquois was doing things based off survival. You know what I'm saying? To make it look like they're on the European side, but it's just the European funding the Iroquois so we don't get destroyed and we can keep the land. It's like it's a deep story. Y'all just got to understand it. Now, for the most part, here's the thing. Now, when it comes to Tupac, though, they got the same energy. So, the Mafia, Pilgrim hats, would you see the outcome of Death Row and Bad Boy is basically what they sat back and actually did. The East Coast and the Europeans infiltrated the Native Americans and used the East Coast Confederation PSYOP also as for themselves in a scope to destroy the natives and push everybody else westward to the West Coast. And used a chief, aka Tupac was a voodoo doll at the moment, as an example of what to do or what not to do when y'all want to follow someone like this. To try to come back and forth, talk about you creating a new nation on the East Coast or something like that, and you gonna feed everybody, and then I saw all this goddamn shit. What is this native tongue? Somebody speaking Babel again, Dad. Somebody, you ain't killing enough Indians today. Them damn engines. And that's as far as it go in their mind. But you gotta know what's going on. Now, before these times, that's later on, 1700s, right? What we getting with this Drake and Kendrick Lamar, I had to go back. I had to time travel. You know, Native Americans, you know, we know how to time travel shit. I'm Zitz. Flight boss, bitch. Now, for the most part, now look, we in this goddamn time. Hold on, somebody knocking on my door. Now, now, when it comes to Drake and Kendrick Lamar, right? And yeah, it's some Mortal Kombat shit going on too. Now, right? Mortal Kombat is based off, damn, what's the other tribe? A lot of y'all that's trying to learn about y'all ethnicities just now may start to do research, and if you're doing Native American research and stuff like that, you will probably tie yourself to this tribe. So y'all, a lot of y'all probably know what I'm talking about. I forgot what it's called, but it's on the upper East Coast. And they was in the same situation where a lot of those tribes had to mix and be auctioned and blended in. That became the Seminole also, and things of that nature. Where, you know, the Native Americans had to lead, always got to lead y'all. But, you know, Puerto Rican, Spanish, African American, everybody who was looking at white man going too far at that time, we still was on a Native American soil. So everybody was just getting back with the program that Native Americans was already doing, right, and stuff. This where you get Nightwolf, right, being the computer or being the person that's leading with the spirit and stuff. Then you get the main warrior, the Chinaman, right? Then you get the other Native American, Kitana, coming from Adenia, a world that got invaded. Then you get the Kendrick Lamar, the 50 Cent, aka Jax. You get the white man that don't know themselves. He don't know if he Irish or British or something, so he just along with everybody else living in the hood or the suburbs or something like that. Johnny Cage. Y'all get it? You see what I'm saying? Sonya. You get the Taylor Swift, goddammit, Christina Aguilera, Taylor Swift, goddammit, Sonya and shit. And then who came and put them all together, right? When they was all lost in their matrix. One had a job, one was in the military force, like Sonya and Jax. One was trying to be a monk like the Chinaman. Who brought them all together? Kamala Harris, aka the Blue Coats, United States and Cavalry and stuff like that. How they infiltrated us from the Great Plains, and how British and French infiltrated us from the Great Lakes. But for the most part, who infiltrated them? Kamala Harris, the Democratic Party, Reagan. And what was Reagan talking about, right? Peep game, y'all gotta think. What was Reagan talking about? Hey, y'all need to fight this war. But what Reagan could never do, fight it with us. And then what did we figure out? Reagan and Shokan, his brothers, they got a whole fucked up family. And then what did we be figuring out in real life? There's part of two wings you was voting for, that's part of one bird. Oh, Do y'all get it? You know what I'm saying? Real shit. We don't go street, just go meet Red Coat, Shokan. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And things of that nature. But we trying to, hey, guess what Raiden said when he looked back? Same thing Kamala said in the script. I'm just like y'all. Said now, the only problem with y'all didn't act like Luke Kane and stuff, because y'all ain't in the same situation as the Native Americans and stuff, where you're, just think, if you stay in an area, somebody just come across from a whole different, and blowing everybody up in hundreds. Everybody as a community got to be like, God damn it, we all family because we just one type of thing at this time. You know what I'm saying? We ain't no melting pot. It's like, but it's different. We all gotta come together. He's got some people that's coming, taking over their land and stuff like that. Y'all in the new watered down version, so now it's like we got Kamala Harris saying she this, but then y'all all arguing over all ethnicity. So what y'all was doing, what Luke Kane and them didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Luke Kane didn't look at Sonya like, oh no, I don't care about raiding and stuff like that. And Jax ain't look at Luke Kane like, I don't give a fuck about your tongue and stuff. And Sonya ain't look at goddamn Jax like, you nigga. Y'all said and stuff like, y'all said hey, start doing all that and stuff like that. They all got together. They was like, Seminole. You go straight to that history lineage. That's okay. We see that's the shadow government did to the Seminole tribe. You know what I'm saying? You can like peep game and it's in history and shit like that. So that was that time everybody had to come together and fought for goddamn America and shit like that. And still y'all ain't do shit. Shokan come back and kick everybody ass in every Mortal Kombat. So Ed Boon know what he be doing too and stuff like, oh, see, I start looking at this shit like, why Shokan never destroy? Why is always another way he come back and shit and laugh again? Make red skies everywhere, no matter where you go, this cat destroy everything. Every time you go to Outworld or something like that, and every time Shokan go to a world, guess what disappear? The trees, the sun, the people. It's always deserted. It's always bones, skull and bones everywhere. Everything look like it just went through a wildfire, don't it? Do I need to put on a Mortal Kombat movie scene right now? Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Mortal Kombat, not these new ones. These new ones is trash. Mortal Kombat cartoon Defenders of the goddamn Earthrealm, Mortal Kombat 1 and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. You go any further than that, it's retarded. They can start getting too stupid. Ed Boon ain't had too much to do with that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't got Midway not around no more. People who was making Street Fighter start making it, or Warner Brothers and all that. Oh, I got phony. No, that's Street Fighter, that's Capcom. But yeah, Warner Brothers, they fucked it up. Warner Brothers fucked everything up. Just like Sony fucked up the damn Marvel comic universe. As soon as any goddamn time a superhero from damn Marvel go to goddamn Warner Brothers. No, Sony. That's it. It's trash. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us forgot that Spider-Man even had movies until it went back into Marvel. And then he was in the Avengers. We're like, damn, Spider-Man back in movies again? No, he was always in movies. It was just produced by Sony. Trash. Shit, a lot of us didn't even know. And shit, what, Galactus was in a movie before? Fantastic Four in a movie? Yeah, it did. Sony just produced it. No wonder, that's why you ain't know Galactus was in it or not. I said all to that. The fucking trash. I don't know what Sony doing. Then you got the other native hobbyism stuff with the Crazy Horse, Ghost Rider and stuff like that. You know that was a movie and shit. Nobody knows because damn Sony produced it. I said, give it back to Walt Disney. Walt Disney know how to do the racism right and put things in the right perspective that we can all still laugh at it and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Then let Walt Disney handle that. Let Walt Disney handle that. Oh, I'm saying real shit. But yeah, getting into like the Drake and the damn Kendrick Lamar, right? So I had to go back to like the 1600s. I had to go to like 1600s on this one. I went into my Marty McFly time capsule. Know what I'm saying? I had a discussion with Trunks. I was like, Trunks, what's getting ready to happen and stuff like that. Trunks told me, he was like, yeah, Elon Musk and stuff like that. Yeah, them other people problem. Let them white boys, Trunk's Asian man and stuff like that. So I'm dealing with Trunks. I'll be dealing with the Arab and everybody. Trunks like, hey, that ain't got nothing to do with your literary history. I'm saying this time capsule and this little spaceship drone right here, you can deal with this if you try to get your money back from furs or get your furs respected now and your music respected and stuff like that, your knowledge. Oh, you come over here, I'm gonna help you with the predicata. That what Elon Musk just did 2024, 2025, you're that and bucket. So I start listening to Trucks and shit. Then I went back to the 1600s and I was like, okay, what is this? Because there's something going on right now where in this new PSYOP, they got the Niga
somehow convince the world that goddamn it getting rid of a Jew. You know what I'm saying? So now, because they got people doing things now where they don't know what's going on, so they ain't in the holy holies. Everybody's slaves in this new time, 2024. Because I'll be running the game down the trunks too. Like, I'm saying, like in 2024, everybody, 2025, everybody in some new weirdo stuff and that little energy. So you're like, oh, so what's going on there and shit like that? I'm like, all right, boom, they got the nigga kicking the Jew off the boat. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what? Hold on. Like, he started dialing up on the computer, like, what year is this one? We're going to go time travel there and see what's going down. So I waited for Trump to get the computer program going and shit like that, so we go to the time travel. Boom, so we went somewhere in the goddamn 1600s. So way in the damn 1600s. So there was a time that the goddamn it, because I start to put the links together, I seen Elon Musk in another body with the same people. It was the same, we all the same people. You know what I'm saying? Did the same thing. All sex, and then so when we was there, me and Trump, the China man and the native man, we had nothing to do with that. The red man, the yellow man, we had nothing to do with that. So we was able to go there in peace. And he did that towards other people. They had bucket space hats. You know what I'm saying? Bucket spaceship. You know what I'm saying? So it was another psyop going on where Elon Musk and his boys back in the day, he was Musk Elon. And they did this. Now with that program psyop, they was studying a whole bunch of stuff that where the Chinaman, before we met goddamn Trunks, and where I was at the Native American, we had our own gripes and stuff like that. And the people that was doing things with us, Elon Musk was looking at those like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. Let's do this too. And then they pointed to a whole bunch of people with bucket hats when they armed with and did it. Some superhero Shang Tsung and oh, Sarah, she like, and there's some orb went towards bucket hat people. So we're like, oh, what's this right now? So they created some like slave ship boat from Africa too. Had a whole bunch of niggas on there and shit like that. So they had some big buff jacks dude. And then that was the day I seen a nigga uppercut somebody with a bucket hat off the boat, and it was allowed. That was the only time I ever seen it allowed. So going back to the 2025 right now, so it's that now. That's all. I don't got the books yet. I don't know what book it is in the Vatican and break down the details and stuff. That's the only time in life y'all about to get this type of circumstance, residual witchcraft plan on right now. That's it though. Because I was like, this one is unique. This can't be a first time. Ain't nothing new up under the sun. I said so I had to go. I did. I seen that. Trunk showed me. I said Trunk showed me. It's just so there was a time that they went and got their own Asian melted metals and bullets and stuff like that, and then little Africans and Arabs and stuff, and had another issue towards that energy went straight towards somebody with a bucket hat and a bow tie on and stuff like that. And I see that, I was like, oh, that was the only time I ever seen it was allowed that some other ethnicity could uppercut a bucket hat off the boat. That was the only time. So right now, this is what we're seeing in a watered down version. That's it. You take it any further than that, it's going to be a spaceship or a drone on top of your house. I'm telling you that right now. Y'all stay out of people's problems. Y'all stay out of motherfuckers' problems. I'll tell y'all that right now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's some deep thing going on. So like I'm saying, everything got timestamps. You know what I'm saying? Everything got circumstances and foundations. And if you don't know what's going on, that's why you retarded. That's probably why you retarded right now and you lost in the sauce and you just trying to get likes. You just trying to get money. Don't allow money to lead you to your goddamn shadow priest. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Your goddamn demise. And you can't beat that. It got every superpower. Every thought and feeling you thought you had, it know how to destroy it. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to say to get your ass out of the years that P. Diddy just got or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Ain't nothing your ass gonna be able to say and shit like that. You know, in Mortal Kombat, damn Shadow Priest got every superpower and shit like that. Even Shang Tsung's and shit. Shang Tsung can't even fuck with them. Goddamn Shadow Priest. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You can't fuck with them. You cannot fuck with them at all. So I don't know, but yeah, that was the only that's the only thing I can point to. Now, I don't know the literary history behind it, or the what, when, why, and how, and shit like that, because like I said, I got my own problems. I'm still trying to get paid and make people remember, hey, remember you owe me for the fur and stuff like that. I ain't trying to fight or anything of that nature. I'm just trying to get paid a little bit. You know, so that's it. Remember that land and stuff like that? You forgot. Remember that non-existent group of people that just got destroyed and stuff like that, but then the small group of people just spread out and we don't have anything right now. Oh, that's it, man. I still got talent. You know what I'm saying? You want to do another deal, Britain?
Yes, can I sign another piece of paper? Yes, that's it. I got my own problems. Other than that, just handle that. Handle that. Handle that. You know what I'm saying? I know, goddammit, the Lenape tribe and shit like that. I know once upon a time they remember shit Kens Bay, Brooklyn. Coney Island, Brooklyn. They remember that little beach river part too and stuff like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the bucket hat man did to be over there and being able to have his luxury over there, then we got somebody else right now in office talking about this right now. Let them white boys do what they do. All right? I'm saying real shit. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. What the fuck wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so when you talk about any type of situation of an artist, actor, especially when it comes to artists, they got all y'all reenacting out some Native American tribe that was there, and for the most part, that's how they're able to work with you. So if you like an artist and you kind of feel like you can't really have your own creative freedom, you might think it has something to do with people's money and racism, but that comes with things. It ain't a person racism, just that. It's what's the reason to all these things. Those comes with experiences and stuff like that. And a large portion of it, if not all of it, comes from they don't want to see nothing if it ain't got nothing to do with native hobbyism. And that's the only way they're able to sit back and rejoice in the things that they created that could tell the story of the things that they done to even be in that position. And the most broadest part of that over here in America is them winning a war against the Native Americans. That they actually created a war. We really didn't try to have war like that. But we was warriors. Like we had armies, and our whole way of government, they kept the same thing. They just replaced it with their establishments. But we did the same exact thing. But we did it for real, where we didn't need cars and telephones to be able to travel everywhere and get everybody on board. That's where y'all get things fucked up. Y'all think Native Americans was just over here and it was a melting pot. No, every geographical location and continent have all the original phenotypes there in millions. Same way how it still is. They just made America this at this point, but there's still the damn history. Everybody is still more to where they at. Native Americans are still more to this soil. Europeans are still in Australia and stuff like that. Africans still in more in Africa. Everybody's still more where they at when it comes to the percentage scale of it. But at the same time, it's what governments is trying to do. You see what I'm saying? So you got to look at it like it was millions of us over here already. Same way how y'all think y'all already over here as a melting pot. Somebody had to move us out the way for that to be. So we already had governments, cities, and states and stuff like that. When it comes to what y'all claim is going on and who created something, that was a team thing. Electricity is a team thing. All that shit is team shit. TVs, phones, all that's a team shit. That's all of us together right there. You know what I'm saying? Now we might got people in positions that got more money and made that more important as a system, so you can pay to get things done and still put yourself in a situation where it's still like a new way of slavery. But at the same time, anything we experiencing with each other is a team thing. And then once it's done, it becomes who made the most profit off of it and who gonna control it. The actual creative things we're doing itself, though, is a team thing. Phones, everything. It's just when it's all said and done, whoever had the money is going to start controlling it. That's it. And a lot of times, these people don't even be involved in the process of making this stuff. So for the most part, we call them elites. The end. For an example, Apple's phone, that's basically native hobbyism. And taking over America and the fruit over here and things of that nature. But also, since it ain't no more fruit, let's make technology about it. Now, someone paid for it to be in that frame of thought. It didn't have to be an Apple phone, so the group of people don't got to go to hell. But since this is what they did, as them being forefathers and them being the same people, upholding their stuff, they don't know how else to practice what they appreciate. That comes with killing and bloodshed too. But in all actuality, you can still be in the same position and don't have to have the ill energy behind it. And there's a lot of reasons why there's the ill energy behind it too. A lot of people died, not just Native Americans, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, this is letting y'all know, when you actually talking about being somewhere first, you're talking about the land. You're not talking about nothing that's built on it. So that's just like somebody coming and taking your whole shit and doing something that y'all already got a culture and don't do and forcing you to do it. Look at it like that. Then that put us in war energy, but we necessarily wasn't in no war spirit. And whatever we was doing with each other is what everybody else do with each other. That you can see commonly done every day into today's time, and you still see them going to war. So that ain't an issue. The issue is world dominance. That's the issue. Everybody can participate in the world for a form of a similar goal of dominance. It don't have to be a construct of world dominance. You get it? No one has to do world dominance for everybody to be on one accord. Look at it like this. This is how Native Americans think. Let's take colonizing. Y'all heard my song, I'm the Great Colonist. I'm the greatest slave master. The colonists might look at it like we actually did it. The Native Americans is in the right brain. We motivated you to do it. So if that world come first, right, we know that whoever know the mechanism of that is the one who know how to do it for real. So if we want to see that in results in the holy, I can act the way I act and I don't have to use force for colonization. Everybody will want to do it based upon how I did it. So it ain't what we do, it's how we do it. So we can all copy each other. We can all do things as one, but it ain't what we do, it's how we do it. So we're not about to make colonization seem like it was something that had to be done and it was the highest form of fashion. And then we could piggyback that on what it means to be intelligent or risen up as a race or not. Because that's what people are trying to replace with a coping mechanism too. Well, it's not slavery. It's not destruction. It's actually just you can kind of have a conversation if you want to say a superior way of thinking, and you can kind of say that we might not have the right way of raising people up, but you know what I'm saying? No, all of that is, a lot of this shit we can even point to be like, we're raising another civilization up. That was team shit. And then if you get into the details, 75% of the shit on this American soil, we was already doing that as Native Americans. So don't even let them even tell you it was some type of situation where we was some type of running around like how they try to make y'all think y'all was in Africa over here. No, it wasn't. They wouldn't even know what they're doing if it wasn't for how we constructed our government over here and our marriages. They would all still been practicing incest, cannibalism, not knowing how to farm and all that kind of shit. So don't ever get that fucked up either. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, when it comes to all your singers, rappers, all of these are templates in time as a new way for individuals who are in charge now to still make money off something that was actually done in reality. Mortal Kombat actually was done between the government and the Seminoles and stuff like that. Star Wars was actually done between Britain and the Spanglers and the whole Native Americans over here. Us and millions over here. That's actually that was actually done. Other shit in smaller ways was done in other type of areas where y'all can kind of pinpoint these things to see what's actually going on. If you're in Chicago, they got you acting out a lot of like Arapaho energies, the Mandan Sioux energies and stuff like that. Indians and stuff like that. So a lot of y'all mothers don't know themselves or grandmothers don't know themselves. If you could kind of see your phenotype, but let's say you lost, not part of no other natives spirit or the spiritual system or natives that know anything, and you're not a part of no reservation because you're a part of the 80%, right? You're probably calling yourself, depending on what you think is mixed, white or black. If you got a lot of Asian, Arab, European, you might call yourself white. You got a lot of other things in you like Puerto Rican, Mexican, or African American, or other shit. You may call yourself black because they trying to make you erase. They eradicated all y'all. Well, they eradicated all of us. But then they lose. So many people got genocide. The way they created their circumstances, they only know how to remember or make scientific DNA practices that lead to someone who got European in their blood. And that's for all ethnicities. They been did that. The way they started their science never was keeping track of people's shit. It was only of keeping track of monarchies. So if someone established a nation with an indigenous tribe, it's The whole point is get rid of them and raise up the mixed and do something with the people that's not. You know what I'm saying? If you don't create genocide and use the mix to control them after they're raised up. And all their scientific practice with all the people in the banking and the money, they start there. So if your blood don't go back to a white man in a colony or someone who joined the military, that will be the same thing. You just a few generations down the line, they don't give a fuck about you, no matter what ethnicity you are. You know what I'm saying? What they call that? DAF or something like that? I forgot what they call it. But it's when the U.S. American government try to find people who have lost their literary history and their family due to the fact of the genocide that they know they have done to Puerto Ricans, African Americans, and especially Native Americans. And if you have a family member that was in one of these wars after the Revolutionary War, they have to do it after, because anything before the Revolutionary War, the whole purpose was genocide. You know what I'm saying? After that is them just trying to be peaceful after they already won and downsized everybody. So the people that's crying, but you're already a prisoner of war, it just becomes a situation of how can we assemble you in our society on your land. So if you attach to that lineage, then that'll be the only people that they help, because they know that you got a grandfather or grandmother that was in a colony that's Irish or Britain or French or Dutch or African American or Spanish or some shit like that, that they know if it's Spanish or African American, you also already mixed with the white man in some type of way. So you already not a problem. The way they created your system was already an updated version of where they already making a mistake, but they had to start after the Revolutionary War that I'm breaking down right now. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all need to understand, a lot of y'all histories is a lie. These Revolutionary War and then World War I, II, and all these, those are y'all histories being lied to y'all. The only history on the American soil is all the Indian Wars. That's the only history that led from the 1500s all the way till it took them a good 300 years in that first cycle. And then we going through another 300-year cycle, 1700s to now. And then there's always a 3-3 cycle. And then there's another, so I don't know if they're really trying to whitewash us or not. I don't know what they're doing. They kind of low-key almost got it completed, but you can't whitewash everybody. You can't do that. Like, that take thousands of years. But the white man is sick in the head that they be trying shit. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gotta look. If something seems like it's downsizing in population every decade, and once upon a time it was 20 million of us over here, and there's only 8 million of us here now, we seem like we don't exist to y'all. Because it's about 40 million of, it's about 20 million Asians, 40 million African Americans, 40 million Irish, 40 million this, and then everybody mixing and shit. And then the people who are larger on a percentage scale of something, and people who are more of something, all in a indoctrination of not knowing themselves. Everybody just in some white and black energy. This is how you get people talking like Fat Joes and everybody. You know what I'm saying? America has some test study right now. Some melting pot test study. And whoever could wake up the fastest, I don't know where that lead yet. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm still in the equilibrium spot. I don't know, do that lead to them saying, hey, this is a game and you won and you get something back because you woke up, or you get faster to your destruction. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm leaning more on the side of your destruction. The more you wake up, the more that's what they trying to get rid of it. Not the more you wake up, they give you something back again. So I'm leaning more on that side of the more you wake up, the more they figure out a new way to get rid of your ass again. Make sure you don't come back. Some ways I'm starting to think it's that way. I'm leaning more on that one. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all, other ethnicities, y'all share out on that one too. Because y'all be fighting hard all the way to claiming other people's shit, claiming they shit, and y'all be disrespectful in multiple people's ears. Not even knowing you're lost in your own bias, so you only see it that way. So you don't be understanding. And then y'all be saying certain shit, so y'all gotta be careful. And you be like, man, all I gotta do is learn this and learn that. And God.gov gotta give you my shit back. No, you might just be in an energy where you
You gotta learn this. You a shining bright star, and poke yourself out of that needle in the haystack so you can be seen now. So they can be like, oh, make sure there ain't no more needles in these haystacks now. All right. Want to pop their head out again? I'm saying. I'm leaning more on that side. I'm starting to see. I've been demonetized, shadow banned. I've been attacked for a long time now. 10 years plus. I'm leaning more on that side. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all watch yourselves out there. Y'all watch yourselves. Y'all open your mouths claiming y'all doing something intelligent. That may be the opposite of what intelligent means. That's why I always tell y'all, go learn some productivity energy. Get creative. You can use me and Native American stories to use as a template to, you might be doing something that they already know that they got written down in the book they already dealt with in China, already dealt with in Africa, already dealt with in Brazil, already dealt with in Jamaica. They already dealt with that. You somewhere on another land mixing up stuff, doing cartwheels, and you plan out some shit they already know. All you have to do is shiny. I remember that. There's another Call of Duty dead op. Let's get them. Let's get them, boys. I'm telling you right now. Y'all don't be knowing. Y'all open up your fucking mouths. And the white man see exactly what just came out your mouth in one of them damn books in the Vatican. I said a white man is just, I'm that. Y'all remember to turn right back into Captain America again. Captain America, Red Coat, Deadpool, goddamn Bucket Man hat. I only care about the green dollar bill. Let's burn everybody grass up. Incredible Hulk, smash all the sweat hogans and stuff, sweat lodges. Oh, sad. I seen Captain America. I know what this is about. I know when they go back to the Stark Company, you know what I'm saying, go back to the building, they all at the round table and shit like that, talking real good. You would think they got you thinking in certain scenes, Iron Man don't like Captain America. I said Red Coat and Americans and the Spanglers. I said they got you thinking that. They got you thinking Spider-Man somewhere saying, nah, we're coming together. Stripes from Europe, red and blue. They got you thinking these cats is arguing and shit. Swinging around New York City and shit. Like, they got you thinking Nick Fury ain't Kamala Harris. They got you thinking that shit. Hey, you. I'm saying, you, bitch. I'm saying. You're right there to see. You goddamn see. With the good old popcorn. Be on my mate shit real quick. Oh, I said the movie theater. Oh, I said watch a movie theater. Hey, what's your favorite toys you be buying? Oh no. What's your favorite movie? What's your favorite character? Oh, Sam. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, Sam. I seen Sonic the Hedgehog movie and the video game. What happened when the Redcoats came? I mean, Eggman. I mean, Dr. Robotnik. Oh, better than that. Oh, better than that. Dr. Robotnik. Dr. Robotnik, Eggman, Sonic. Oh, my money, brother Connor. Red Cup. No, over that. I want my money. I want my money. Brother Connor, man, I want my money. Brother Connor, man, I want my money. Over that. I want my money. What happened to Red Jacket's money? Oh, further than that. Tecumseh brother lost his eye. We need insurance. Y'all can't be coming over here creating welfare and stuff like that. Y'all allow Canada and stuff to have free goddamn health care and shit. Mason Better, it's fire. We're gonna rise to the top. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're gonna rise to the top. It's fire. Mason Better. Harlem on the rise. Motherfucker. Hey, y'all don't be knowing what's going on. Y'all all lost in the goddamn sauce, though. I seen these good movies and shit. Every movie the same. When you in the holy holies, you see the actual world. When you lost into the box, the anatomy, the holy, you just want to be an actor or something like that. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know the movie you just played in. You're going to tell your family, look, I got a new movie. This movie was just made in this year. I created the script and stuff like that. Director loved me. Man, you ain't did nothing but played out something that was made 100,000 other times, bitch. You just some other goddamn engine. Somebody riding, bitch. Ride somebody else's character energy. Your ass is lost. Real shit, the same movie over and over again. You talking about, you think you Keanu Reeves. You talking, nah, Keanu Reeves, they raised him up a little bit. They let him know. But they're like, yeah, he probably thought, oh, this is a brand new movie and stuff. I'm like, nah, you ain't nobody else but Luke Skywalker. You're still Simba. Same movie. I said different ethnicities. A white man still somewhere behind closed doors getting paid. That's it. That's it. We just seen Dr. Robotnik. We seen Dr. Robotnik. Bitch, I'm red coat. Where my money? I said, where my money? What's the currency now? Let's get down. What's the currency now? Can we barter and exchange again? I said, real shit. We ain't got to talk about what damn Elon Musk doing. Let him do what he doing. Hey, what happened to our deal? I said, what happened to our deal? Can I drive around in 2025 new Jeep Grand Cherokee? Can I? Like, why I can't? Now, why I can't? What's wrong? Why I gotta go through something? What, I ain't doing something right now to sell us our own culture back. I don't say my own. I saw it's something. For that to even be the name, we must have done something right. Us had kicked some ass. Son does something right. You got $1 million. You got trillions of dollars decade after decade. Silver ones, black ones. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn expedition versions and shit. God damn. How much do you want to win? Okay. Damn. Y'all can't email me and be like, hey, DoelowDaPilotman. We got this new design Jeep Grand Cherokee or something like that. You can just rock other people to sleep and make them pay for it. We'll let you drive it around for free or something. That ain't, I can't have that. Not that. At least that. Oh, that's fun. Oh. And let me put one of these in my video or something like that. Get sued. Just like goddamn Grand Theft Auto sued. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. I see that happen. I don't even gotta go through all that frustration. Yesterday I went live to play my video. I ain't monetizing. I had a commercial. That alone let me know I'm just wasting my breath even trying to be, goddammit, these cats and shit like that. What's homeboy name? James? I forgot what homeboy name. No, Russell Memes. Yeah, I ain't trying to be no Russell Memes and shit like that. It's a whole waste of time. Whole waste of time. I'm cool. I'm cool. That's gonna waste gas high as hell. I don't like wasting gas down to a damn city hall, whole 10 years to pass, somebody forget and talk, then I go in their face, what's going on? Oh, I speak no English, I'm dealing with the French. Oh, are you dealing with the French again? Oh, get out of here. Fuck you. Eat your French fries, bitch. I'm salty. That's that real shit. Real shit. Shout out to Russell Memes, though. Shout out to Russell Memes. I'm saying there's a whole lot of flaunt that ass shit going on, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a spit in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you'll do this. They flip the bucket hat off and put a collection plate there. You're like, wait a minute. I thought I was about to get something off that Pontiac Thunderbird. I thought I was about to get something off that. I said, what's this bucket hat? How's this bucket hat turned into Professor X goddamn collection plate? Then I had my hands open. I said, oh, shit, it was a spit in my hands. God damn. I was getting ready to go jump in that Wraith and shit like that. Oh, goddamn $1 million worth church and shit like that. Got a jet at the crib and shit. I think I got the nerve to take the bucket hat off and flip it upside down. It's Professor X collection plate. Nothing on that. Real shit. No, I smell money though. I just got some type of damn notification that said 125,000. Shit, why I said I gotta look at it. What was that? What's that? Hey, say Cashapp or nothing on there. That's, I know, but you know, sometimes Google or something like that be having a little fake ass shit, little scam casino shits. Sometimes I be thinking my people be scamming and shit like that. They're like, man, it's a reservation somewhere, somebody trying to scam off a casino or something like that. Oh, I be thinking about people be scamming sometimes. I'm like, I'm going that email. So I gotta look at that shit though. I'm saying real shit. Hey, we gotta get out, we live. Everybody gotta get out, they live. You know what I'm saying? We gotta learn the white man way. That's the only way we're gonna be able to survive. There ain't gonna be no trees left, no fruit left, y'all. We gotta be satisfied with cantaloupe, no seeds in it. And all that shit. Melons and stuff. I'm saying real shit. Y'all don't even know if y'all eating real peppers and stuff like that. Y'all know what y'all eating. I'm saying that's why y'all gotta get off that bread too. Go get some other type of bread or some shit like that, right? Where it ain't so much yeast. Not they always making things synthetic and GMO. Y'all like yeast bread. Go get some cornmeal. Get the corn. Get some corn. And we make a lot of things with corn. Get some yellow cornmeal. You know what I'm saying? And put over some damn packets or something like that. And then therefore, boom, you can make you some bread like that out of cauliflower or damn bell peppers. You know what I'm saying? Or the nutrients out of the earth and shit like that. And then the mildew from the plant and stuff like that. To make your own shit. Not some dead shit in a lab. And it become yeast. Some dead shit in nature. And then it's yeast. And then goddamn it, y'all eating shit that don't escape the body. So it ain't got the starch in it. It ain't got that starch. So it ain't got no cornmeal in it. It's some shit that's strictly based flour. No, it got to have that little corn mix in it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? That breaks it up. That breaks it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be eating flour and yeast. That be Wonder Bread and all that other type of shit and stuff like that. You don't get no good waffle or, you know what I'm saying, tortilla or some damn elephant ear. You know what I'm saying? Them type of cinnamon breads and stuff like that. That's cool. Y'all be eating yeast and damn bread. The yeast version, fungus bread. You know what I'm saying? That's some synthetic shit. That shit soak in your blood and don't go nowhere. That shit don't even go nowhere but damn your brain. It gets stuck in your veins. You know what I'm saying? And then you got arthritis in the left kneecap knuckle. And then for the most part, your shins don't move no more. Goddamn it, you got sharp collarbone pains and shit. All kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Looking like some unhealthy iguanas. You know what I'm saying? Some unnurtured goddamn flower plant that some damn hippopotamus didn't ate and shit it out in some goddamn shit. Oh, it's some wet water worm and the rainy day of spring face and stuff. Oh, no, better than that. Oh, man, real shit. Little moccasin head face. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta think of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all just don't know if y'all coming or going. You want a record deal, you jump right in hell. And you don't know you acting out some old tomahawk Native American or some goddamn shit. And you just think you get a lot of money, right? You getting some money to your demise. You getting ready to be a player or character in Mortal Kombat or something like that. They get ready to have you support the fight for the Earth Realm and everything of that nature. I seen these rappers when they be online telling y'all who to vote for and shit like that. I'll be hearing it and shit. I'll be hearing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll be hearing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I start thinking about certain things and stuff like that. Like, okay, this Mortal Kombat character is this and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Snoop Dogg smoke. Snoop Dogg smoke. You can't tell me Snoop Dogg ain't smoke. No, go no further than that. Snoop Dogg smoke, 50 Cent, Jax. You know what I'm saying? Who was Jax with? Jax was with the white man, goddamn it, United as a Cavalry States, goddamn Savior Hero program and shit like that. So Jax was with, he don't mind being on the same label with Taylor Swift, you know what I'm saying, Eminem, you know what I'm saying, all them. Johnny Cage. You know what I'm saying? So you got Johnny Cage, Sonya, and Jax. Taylor, you know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift, Eminem, and 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Or Kendrick Lamar right now. Kendrick Lamar is some party Jack. They always be replacing people. They just replacing everybody right now. Jax is Kendrick Lamar right now. That's who Kendrick Lamar is. Jax. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you pull out. Because they always be doing native hobbyism. Like,
Garo and all, anytime it's an animal or something like that, that'd be native hobbyism. They trying to say, oh, these distinct prehistoric creatures. So Garo's supposed to be a Native American and stuff. So don't even listen to none of that stuff. Like, but all these other characters that y'all can look at these people and be like, okay, this character in Mortal Kombat right now. You know what I'm saying? This rapper's trash right now. So they doing that to other people, like comedians and other people right now, and movie actors and actresses. So you gotta look at them. Like when you look at Denzel Washington right now, they got Denzel Washington being who they got Denzel Washington being? Because he did a little some fruity shit. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta think, well, who they got him playing right now? You know what I'm saying? Well, once upon a time they had him playing somebody. He wasn't Jax though. He wasn't Jax. He wasn't Jax. He was somebody else. I'm trying to think. You know what I'm saying? Ed Boon don't give a fuck about African Americans though. There ain't a lot of niggas in Mortal Kombat. Ain't a lot of niggas in Mortal, you know what I'm saying? And due to that type of problem and stuff like that, sometimes a lot of people, they literary histories, they start making up shit and get lost in colorism. So they get on there and be like, nah, Noob Saibot, he's Wakanda forever. He's black. And they're like, people just get lost in certain shit. You know, start saying Jesus Christ black and all this type of shit. This shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Dude is straight up Chinaman ninja outfit and all that shit like that. Everybody, y'all narcs sometimes. Y'all be narcs. That certain people be narcs though, for right on front. Certain people be narcs. I'm saying, we all know though who the red coat is. Shokan though. We all know who the boss in every Mortal Kombat game. No matter which one you play. They even try to make up somebody else being a boss. Just Shinnok or something like that. At the end of Shinnok, you could beat the game with Shinnok answering to Shokan about something. I think like, no, it's bullshit. Oh, Brother Connor, French man, Dutch man, and U19. So that's how you even get that whole term united. You know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about you. Name one day and one lifestyle and one time in a decade you was with United or something. You was around a round table discussing gas prices. Pick one. Pick one right now. Pick one. I guarantee one of those decades you wasn't shit and your grandmother was just pregnant and kittens. That's it. Fuck you talking about? Oh, I'm saying real shit. So at this point, I created hip-hop. Hip-hop is created off native hobbyism and just in the hip-hop fashion and things of that nature. So it don't matter what y'all punk-ass cultures was rapping about. They got y'all dancing and humbling around and mumbling like Native Americans and shit like that and dressing like it, just mixed with European t-shirts. European way of putting dead people on shirts. So y'all not only walking billboards, y'all be walking around as like then y'all might want to say this is pseudo or whatever the case may be, but that y'all got the white man in y'all on a large percentage scale, especially when it comes to if everybody mixed. Y'all got a lot of white man in y'all, cause y'all don't even know how to look at something when y'all be saying I got to fight for my land or whatever like that. A lot of y'all just got out of religion and still like sports. So I don't know what fight y'all talking about. Sports itself is seen through the native mind as white man making money off people's intellectual property in a derogatory way, and it's a whole bunch of white man creating different circumstances of how they came and invaded the Native Americans. So you somewhere talking about this my land, I need liberation and respiration, and then you get ready to watch a sports team about some invaders getting rid of a Native American tribe, and no one getting paid for that. Your family member, if they in sports, they just a voodoo doll, and if you watch it, you're lost into the washi-hoo way of worldview, and you're just starting there. Like, that's it. That's your literary history. That's your family. You don't see what's wrong with it. You don't see anything wrong with driving around in some of these cars. You don't see, like, a lot of y'all starting points be, we did this first, and we need to start doing this, and with that encapsulate is stuff that the white man created. See what I'm saying? So that lets you know that's your literary history. It'd be a whole bunch of shit Native Americans don't even give a fuck about. You see what I'm saying? For an example, let's say you stay in New York City. You don't even know Manhattan was Manhattan, right? So you think it's just us and we energy when you go to Washington Square Park. But do you know that Washington Square Park is a covenant the white man did when they got rid of the Native Americans, but they didn't come with their own shit and do it there. They just started doing what the Native Americans already did there. That was the marketplace. and put it in a square. So instead of us all being in a circle there, and then all the outskirts, you go to the longhouses and people up with their concession stands with shit to sell, with the currency that we had and things of that nature, and bargaining and exchanging, right? They made the streets go the same way from that center spot, right? And how the Lenape set it up with the Mohawk and everything, it's the same way. All they did was drop their dicks there, aka we fathered this land, so made all the people that they bring there make the red stairs, put the pillars, put that England pillar in Washington Square Park. But that's truly just, in the white man mind, disrespecting Native Americans, and to y'all just being in that luxury, I'm from New York. But you don't even know what that's about. You see what I'm saying? You don't know why it's called the Big Apple. When the white man is back in Europe creating a map, mapping out the 50 states of all the Native Americans over here, running our own government, each chief is a star, and they put the name there like, this how we have to infiltrate that trade route. Whether we do it manipulating mental tactics, or the military psyop, or scorched earth shit to destroy everything around them to be able to have their guerrilla warfare defense tactic, right? So when they're looking at it from another country and shit, they're looking at it over here as how to come over here and new ways to invade. So that's how they was coming with sicknesses and a whole bunch of other shit. Well, I had another point too. What was my point? I had a point to that. No, before that. Yeah. So for the most part, when they took over the Hudson River, that was a trade route. They was trading with us already doing something over here. Not, oh, the white man created a government and y'all just in it. No. What it already is how we already did it. So it just got updated how we doing things now. But it's a team thing. Don't think everything came from the white man, and then when y'all be starting in wrong starting points, y'all start from where the white man started, and the white man know that got help with the Native Americans. You see what I'm saying? So for the most part, that was a whole little trade route. I mean, but that area in Washington Square Park, they just squared it out. And they do that everywhere, right? This is how they separated and infiltrated us Catawbas, right? And infiltrated us to separate the Dakota language, and made a lot of agreements. The Americans and the British did a lot of inside agreements with the Shawnee, Cherokee, then going more up into the Virginias of our messing up our trade routes between the Iroquois tribes. So you would think we were enemies. We wasn't. When you're getting everything from the white man's starting point, you're getting it based off white man interacting with us and white man trying to get out what they benefit from it. So if they got away with something, that don't mean us as a tribe ain't interacting with each other. It was a lot of marrying and mixing and stuff we was already doing, having our own problems that white man made things severe, that it didn't have to go that extreme. So it's not that we was beefing with each other, we're getting infiltrated. You got Mormons coming on this side and hitting us, and the Americans hitting us on the river of the Carolinas. Then when Britain is hitting us on the northeast, interacting with the Iroquois, we're getting culture clashing, aka the way the white man is doing things, but they got a way of doing things in general, and we just having to learn how to get down with their way of doing things and through their disputes. So I'm saying, so if you got a whole group of people with their own disputes, but the reason that they got disputes is because what they created as a team, this type of way of conducting the land, and then they coming over here with that one way, but they still got disputes. So this is like a whole football league. Yeah, they argue with each other, but what the fuck is football? Get it? Then they coming over here and doing that. We got our way of how we already exchanged with the Iroquois, and then the Ohio tribe, and then in between the Kentucky and stuff like that, to how we in Delaware, and how we bring everything in between, right? Now that mixes things up when you got this football team, foreign sport, coming over here, and then, well, we want this establishment when we come over this on this part of the water and this land that's over here. Then people who come a little upper and come up there and be like, well, we got this part. Now they're coming with one type of business tactic that they're fighting over, where we already got something going on that ain't got nothing to do with that. See what I'm saying? So now it looked like when you're hearing the story from them that we beefing. No. And if it is like that, it's alert behavior. And from our starting point, it's based off survival anyway. And shit like that. When you got more of something from somebody else that make you feel like for you to have that land and everything to be cool, you could get this type of access. But whatever dealing you had with us along the river down may be like a situation where we not cool with them because we getting this kind of dealings with them. And if we take that to do things, it's going to fuck up our relationship with them because they dispute where they... Oh, there we go. So for the most part, it'd be a situation where like, well, if we do things how we regularly did, we get in the way of they dispute because they got something going on where they want to be here and they family want to be there. And if we still doing interactions the way we doing interactions, we mess up they dispute because they coming over here to separate from something and have their own land mixed in some shit we already doing. So now I got to see if you on the side of how they doing things that may not benefit to how we doing things. Because how we used to exchange fur and pottery may not be worth the same if they just gave you all of this shit. You don't really need that. And then we can't really get that from you from the same price. And then we got to exchange from this group of people who came on our side of the water over here with that. Then it start to seem like it. Like if you're hearing it from the white man story that natives was beefing, but what actually was going on is the white man divide and conquer. So when small portions of destruction happening, it can happen in mass portions in slow time, in due time. So if we could stop their trade route and then not need them anymore, we can make them slaves and destroy them. That tribe won't even care about it no more because we stopped their trading anyway, and we think that they probably think that they safe because they cool based off this deal. So when we don't need them no more, we destroy them. And then for the most part, boom, all of this will be ours, and then we'll handle our problems later. AKA the way we do things, civilized, with money. And they got that done in this new way with y'all ethnicities also, and shit like that. So they got us money. But you will see how you can cry for hip-hop, move you out the way, you don't own it, bring another ethnicity, import, export, even if it's the same one, but give them that same position, give them the light, the stage, the promotion, and therefore it's just someone else's culture on some wax that you claiming you own. You see what I'm saying? But you started to bitch, so they don't need you no more. So that's a new watered down way of destroying you, whether you Puerto Rican or African American in that aspect. You see what I'm saying? When y'all arguing over hip hop. So you got to see the game and things of that nature. And when y'all ain't peeping it, you get lost into the sauce and shit like that. But it's more that it was like that. And then it moved more and more western, to the point that it's a large portion of everybody in California and things of that nature at the moment, but at the same, especially that don't know themselves. They just part of gangs and lost into the sauce. But at the same time, that is what it takes to create genocide. Like, that's what genocide is. Not you separating that from, oh, this is a time in history and we're doing something now. No, we're getting some eugenics that's still being practiced, and that's what it is. And we have people who's not going to do anything else because the whole practice is based off blood oaths. So we are the same people. So we have people in practice, in government, that this is what they do. Not you somewhere praying, no matter what ethnicity in your relationship with them. However they got it with you, that's how they got it with you. And how they got it with the Native Americans, that's how they got it with us. But at the same time, it's the same circumstance. This is how they're in the position. Not somebody saying, oh, the world is like this, and if we pray hard enough or complain hard enough, it's going to be, no, you either just know what you're doing or you don't. That's it, the end. But when you got people in that position, that's their family. That's what they're just like. You create a McDonald's, and you got a certain way of doing the McDonald's. You don't give a fuck F whatever you do, hurt the minutes of Burger King. You and your family gonna make sure you here for 7 generations down the line and always coming back talking about I'm here again to be in the luxury of still having that McDonald's and things of that nature. Now you're gonna hear people at Burger King, bitch. You're gonna hear someone who done died as a dead op that came back, and it once you remember it because your family wrote it down. It's a book somewhere in the basement in Burger King that say, yeah, you destroyed this Taco Bell tribe, and here go the qualities of it. Then you're gonna see some spirit come up and call something Bell Taco, and then you're gonna be like, wait a minute, what's this? And they got the same characteristics. Oh, my dead ops back and stuff like that. You gonna just update Burger King. Burger King gonna start having tacos and stuff like that. Did Taco Bell, Bell Taco gonna start complaining like, why I can't do nothing in this world? This world should be peace and stuff like that. And then you just gonna have some shadow family government that work at Burger King and stuff just somewhere laughing like Shokan talking about, ha ha ha, you suck. You will never win. The end. You know, so if y'all know how to start there, then that's what's wrong with y'all. Start learning how to become adult spirits. You got to all right now, or it's time for us to make a language. Time for us to make these tribes. If you ain't in that aspect, you retarded. That's it. You doing somebody else's game. That anytime you get good at it, they change the rules. And you can't get mad at it. Love all y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all stay spiritually protected. Real sure we're gonna get back more into some astrology tonight. Flight boss, bitch, you know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Antares Moon. I am the Royal Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. They're gonna put it on that. Woo, 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 woo. Don't get no trauma. Don't get no trauma, Mormons. Woo, 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 woo.